Hey everybody, Merry Christmas once again. We're back on, we're live. Hope we are. So how are we all doing today? All eager and excited to see if we can get this R707 working properly today? You never know. So lots of people in already. Lots of people in already. Excuse me. The Keith's getting better. No, the cough is getting a bit better, but we're not out the water yet. PVC gets more views than me. Right, so we're at day 19, 19th of December. Wow. 6 days to Christmas. To Christmas Day, that is. And not many live streams left. I did want to cover a few more radios, really, but this R707 has taken up three days now, which wasn't my intention, but there you go. It's never going to be how you plan it, is it, really? I was hoping we'd have been done and dusted first day on that one with, I can't remember how long that first stream was, but it was way too long. Way too long. Okay, so let's have a quick look down through that. So we've got Theo Bovro in. Afternoon, Theo. Keith Brando. Hi, Keith. Yeah, just probably is afternoon there now, isn't it? Or late morning. Somewhere or other. Cody's Paul. Good evening. Good afternoon, Benji. Afternoon, Benji. Who else we got in? Derek Taffman. Afternoon, Derek. Yeah, pretty bad rain here today, mate. Hammering down. Rob Titheridge. Afternoon, Rob. Superbike rider Clive. Good afternoon, mate. I'm playing with an old iMac. 2002 Sunflower iMac G4. Ooh. Buried under junk. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Benji. Afternoon, Brett. Bretsky. Hi, Doug. How are you? -8 centigrade. Whoa, that's pretty cold. Soggy North Wales. Patronics. Hi, Nick. Oh, he's took a module out of his 707. Whoa. Brave stuff, Nick. How long did that take you then? Hi, Daniel. I think Keith. I think I've said hello to Keith. Erasing Demon, right? Afternoon, how are you? Do you smell germanium? You may do, mate. 366 days of live stream 2020. Yeah, you'll be lucky. Hi, Dave, how are you? Dave Rhodes, Rob Bond. Hi, Rob. Nearly forgot to tune in. Shocking. Shocking. Well, I suppose we better have a bit of Christmas, scene going, haven't we? As per usual. I know you love the noise. There, lovely. Doesn't that feel better already? In the Christmas rain? All right. Took you about an hour? Really? That's pretty good going, Nick. I should be sending you some to do, mate. He'll send you some to do, mate. Right. Well, I've sort of jumped on a little bit this morning. I had a spare half an hour, so I thought I'd make a start and get the module back in. It's not fully back in yet, but I'm nearly there, so we've got a bit more soldering to do. and then we can go for the big fire up. I've also had a quick look at the other module as well. And to be fair, I can't really find anything wrong with it. All I can assume is the detector's not, well, someone's twiddled the detector then, shall we say. That's the only thing I can see that could possibly be wrong with it. I've even had the detector transformer out of it, and it's measuring okay, so who knows. Here's what I prepared earlier, yeah. Sort of, not quite. Right, so let's get some order going here. Let's get some order here. We've got the Christmas tree, don't forget. Don't forget the Christmas tree. And I've put new batteries in Santa's fireplace. Whoa. Spoilt. You're spoilt. I wonder if Simon's got his tree yet. I wonder if the tree has arrived with Simon. Okay, let's switch cameras. Stick me up there, picture in picture. I'm a bit small today, aren't I? I'm a bit small. Do you think I should be bigger than that? I think I should be bigger than that. There, that's a little bit better. Right. So I've got chat here now. Is he going to charge the reindeer? Hey, charge the reindeer. Charge the reindeer. Not sure what you mean there, Derek. I'm a bit slow on the uptake today. Right. Let's have a look at the overhead camera. Let's see what we're doing there. Let's get down. Never seems to remember itself, this overhead camera. So, let's just turn that down a bit further. This is the module that came out of it, that we took out yesterday, right at the end. Need to be there, really, don't I? Yeah, this is what we took out of it at the end yesterday. So I've been over this board. Not totally over it, but I've been over the parts that we discussed the other day. So the AM was distorted, so really we've got this is the detector stage transformer. Then we've got this diode down in here, then a resistor, then it's straight out to the rest of the radio. Now I've pulled the transformer, I've checked for inductance on both sides and it's measuring okay. That capacitor there, 10, I think it's 10 NF. That one's fine. Diode's fine. Resistor's fine. So that bit is fine. I haven't gone back this way any further, but at the moment I can't find anything wrong with that one. I've checked out the other diodes in the set and they check fine as well. So it's a bit of a mystery. Bit of a mystery. Anyway, in the meantime, I've gone and put the module in. Now I haven't finished wiring it yet. I've just literally put it in, stuck the switch bank back in it, and that made a start on the wiring. If you can, yeah, you can sort of see that. So I've wired up this side down here. It's just out of camera. See, I've wired up this side and down here, and I've wired some of this up. So I've really got to just finish soldering this lot up. Soldering on while I'm thinking of that. I think I've done this side. So just in case, I've got about 8 or 9 joints to make there. And then we'll be ready to give it another test. So, yeah, so I was just looking at the chat then. So that's where we are at the moment. How are we going to do this? We could do it under the camera, I suppose. Under the overhead camera. Just zoom out a little bit so you can see. So you did it. Hi Gary, how are you? I have sent out some cards, but I haven't got all of your addresses, to be fair, so not everyone's going to get a card. Apologies for that. I've got to most of you, I hope. Right, so let's crack on, because as I say, I'm on limited time again today, which, you know, apologies, but I've got to go out again tonight. But that's the last outing for this half of the year. Half of the year? Half of the year. What's half of the year? I'll tell you what, this goat is sucking up solder legs like nobody's business. It loves them. But yeah, not half a year. End of the year. Right, let's put a bit of flux on because I've extinguished all the flux by now, I'm sure. Spring in 3 months' time. Doesn't seem like it, does it? I say I went ahead and done a bit of pre-work on this morning, 1.5 hours. Just thought it'd speed us up a bit because although it doesn't take that sort of length of time, really, it's just when you're yapping to people as well and doing other bits and pieces, it's surprising where the time goes. So we didn't run over today. I thought I'd crack on and do a couple bits. Oh, we've got one that we've missed there. Right. Let me just have a quick look over those. Well, I got a new valve today as well for that other radio. So we should be able to wrap that one up soon. The one that Paul very kindly sent me. I'm happy with those joints. Looks okay. Right. We're in business. That didn't take long, did it? So all the joints are done now, all the way around. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right, let's hook this back up again. Let's turn the Christmas music off. Yeah, darts again tonight, Mike. Darts again tonight. Last night was a bit of an impromptu one. It was arranged back in September, August, September time, but I totally forgot all about it, and it wasn't until I seen a post on Facebook in the morning that I realised we had a cup match last night. So it was a bit lastminute.com mental runabout trying to get a team together. So yeah, bit of a lastminute.com. Benji's eaten already. He's had stir fry. He's on the meds. Right, let's fire it up back onto the main cam. Get me power, make sure I'm okay. Current limited. Yeah. 8 volts. Let's stick the wire on for the aerial. Right, good to go, I think. Good to go. Are we ready for the fire up, people? Let's have a swig of water a minute. I'm on the water today. I think I've only got 1 can of alcohol-free left. Here it goes then. Does help if you've got the speaker connected to the right wires, Graham. Doesn't it? Fail. Screaming goat of joy. Screaming goat of failure. Right, let's try again. What are we on then? We have no distortion, people. We have no distortion. Let's have a look. It's long wave.
Christmas tree inside. Every year. Is it a tea box this
Oh, it's working.
World Championship final live on Saturday evening as well. Let's get to your calls. We want to know what the midfield 3 is from Henderson, Cater, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Ox, Lallana, Minamino, Milner. Is there anybody else I've missed out? Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Shortwave. Let's just hook a wire up for shortwave. It's looking good so far. I know, Doug, water, it's pretty shocking, isn't it? Actually, let's try FM first because I got the aerial rigged up for FM. What? You're joking me. We got no FM. We got no FM. What? FM was working fine on the test radio, so why have we not got FM? What have you not connected, Graham? What have we not connected here? Interesting. Well, I've got FM, but it's really weak. Midnight. So we've gained AM now, but we've lost FM.
Like another project I'm trying to make for 9 years. It's called the Irishman, and he actually sent me the score for the night.
Okay.
I'm in. So we decided that when we were going back to New York, that we were going to try to do a test with about the New York like scene for Goodfellas. We did that scene at 74 years old, and then 10 weeks later we turned him back about 30 years, and
Sounds like we've got a dodgy joint there somewhere. Let me have a poke. Calendar now, yeah. Hang in there, Ariel.
that hasn't been done before. That's exactly that, because everybody else is using hardware.
What is going on here?
Years in the story, the Jimmy Conway, you know, from Goodfellas, he wanted to see a young
Okay. Have we got a dry joint there, or? Let's just try something else. What is going on? It's not a module problem, it's something to do with the wiring here. Let's power that off again. Is gram socket okay? It's got to be, isn't it? It's disconnected. There is no gram socket. The gram socket is out of the picture. Disconnected totally. And don't forget, it's working on AM now. It's typical, isn't it? Let's have a look. FM out is pin 19. So that's FM out is pin 19. Just going to quickly reflow that joint there and the aerial. That's in there.
Join me in their saga as they tell the story of 5 elements that enrich the festive season. Next Monday to Friday at 1:45.
There's one other possibility, and that might be that have you got all the cap legs soldered back onto the wave change? All the cap legs soldered back onto the wave change. Eh? Hi John, alright? Hi Steve. Check continuity of wire, might have an internal break. No, I'm just wondering, there's two like bare wires here. I'm just wondering if I've got those two around the right way. I think I have. I'd be very surprised if I haven't. Now, where's my phone gone? Where's my phone? Well, AM's great now. AM's lovely. We've sorted AM. Hi, Greg, all right? Locked up and spinning? I don't think so, Mike. I mean, let's just check continuity then between. If I can get to the multimeter. Let's just check continuity between well, that point there. Yeah, we've got that. That's strange. So we've got continuity from that point through to this wire as well. Yeah, bizarre. Bizarre. What is going on there then? Continuity there as well, so you can't see because my great hand's in the way. So you've got continuity there. Something to do with this wiring. Hi John, how are you, mate? Volve, it's a Volve. Yeah, seems all right here, Greg. What is wrong with this then? Let me just go and grab my phone a minute. Bear with me. Just go and check the pictures. Let's go and check the pictures.
Just because something's easy doesn't make it right.
Right, back in the room. Just have a quick look at the wiring diagrams in here. Just to make sure I haven't got a wire wrong. I was dead chuffed then that it was working fine on AM. Typical, isn't it? God, I love these radios. Right. Two, three, four, five on that side. So that's that way up. So the second one is FM out, 19. This is FM in. That's bizarre. Let me just get my goggles on. Isn't it? It is a real stinker. It just doesn't want to be repaired, does it? We've definitely got the module working. We can hear the FM. Just it doesn't seem to be picking it up on the aerial. And we did have FM OK the other day, so I'm just going to quickly clean off the isopropyl and check these joints. I mean, that's the FM. That's the car aerial. Let's try connecting to the car aerial side then. I suppose it could be that capacitor packed up. Unlikely, but you just never know. Let's connect to the car aerial wire. No, but if I connect it to the module wire.
This team is 100,000 volunteers. How do you prevent malicious contributors or people who are deliberately answering wrong?
Trying to find the one that can fix me. I've been dodging.
So that we know the right.
Yeah, strange. What is going on there then? What is going on there, people? Just trying to think which way this radio goes now. So we've got the input signal comes in there, then it goes down through the module, then back out into the amplifier.
People are doing interesting and useful tasks. Know that there's more data coming our way. I'm particularly involved in a project called the Large Synoptic Survey, which 15 million alerts that something is changing in the sky. And astronomers around the world are preparing for this, and they're looking for things that we expect to be in that data set: asteroids, supernovae, variable stars, and all the rest. But I think our Zooniverse volunteers have a role to play, because if we can give them the right machine boost so that that number, that 15 million a night, becomes tractable, we'll be able to find the really unusual things hidden in that data set and then follow them up quickly with telescopes around the world. So we're trying to be more efficient so that we can do even more by the universe in the next 10 years.
So to continue to go into the future and make it even stronger, you still need more volunteers.
For people to do. So anyone listening should go to zooniverse.org and register. It's give a prize to the millionth person and to somebody else who classifies on the day that that person signs up. So there'll be prizes, but more to the point, you can actually do some useful science in the next 5 minutes just by going to the website.
Creator of the Zooniverse. And that is the key message. Get involved. Don't forget as well, we're running the big compost experiment. It's a big citizen science. Supposedly compost rubbish is. Bigcompostexperiment.org.uk is the website. Get involved and get...
Yeah, strange. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, David. Just going to quickly redo that output wire. Just going to redo these wires on this side. It certainly sounds like a wiring problem rather than anything else. Hope. Make sure that that should be joined there. Yeah. Hi Ganesh, how are you? I'll tell you what, this radio really is, it's a beauty, isn't it? Well, we're fault finding people again. The continuity wires the main board to the switch bank board. Not yet, Mike, but it's coming. I just want to make sure that everything that I've done here is okay. They're okay. They're all connected. That one's in. Shorting anywhere. Yeah, something on the input is causing the issue. Something on the antenna input. Let's just fire that back up.
Radar imagery which penetrated. Okay, well that was if Taff was talking about an antenna. Of course these are transits.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Linton. Let's get something non-metallic to give it a poke with. It's trying, isn't it? It's nearly there. I've got the volume up quite loud. Yeah, well, make sure we're there. Hi, George. You got them, Chris, did you? Oh, just went dead then altogether. Right, this radio really isn't playing ball, is it? Decided to not even switch on now. Let's just check my wires here a minute. So we've got a bit of a mishmash of wires here. Let's get my phone out of the way. Stick to valve sets, they don't break on you. Well, this one, it's supposed to be fixed, George. It works fine in the donor set, so there's an issue with this somewhere. And now for some reason we have no noise at all. Okay. It's better. So AM's working fine. FM, mega quiet. No, I don't want to do random twiddling stuff here, but something is it's almost like it's not earthed out properly. Because as I say, if I connect onto the input to the module, as you can hear, it's absolutely booming out.
To ask a physicist, a philosopher and a mathematician about the relationship between maths, reality and our senses.
I definitely, when I look at the universe, I have the aspects that come from the understanding of the physics. When planets move around the sun, okay.
That's fine. That's annoying. Wired to switch bank, exactly, Paul. It is all it can be, but unless I've got the FM wire in the wrong hole. This one might be that one's in there, but just let me test that theory a minute. No.
Will respond with math, and I'll read it and I think. Streams. Yes, I need the mathematics. Using mathematical answers. Pictures of gravity in my head without using a single equation. Ordinary language. Not stare at something as big as fundamental particles. Dr. Eleanor Knox is a philosopher of physics at King's College London.
It can't have gone out of alignment, so I've just got to check those wires, am I really? You got two Acer laptops that don't work. That's good, George. You've had no sets. Yeah, you've got to open it up, Chris, because your Christmas card's in there, mate. Right. Yeah, see, that's definitely right. That and the leg for that one in that hole, yes. Hang on. Bear with me, people. I'm just having to look through my pictures. Yeah, see, that one's definitely connected up to the purple. So, grey. Oh, hang on, hang on. Yep, it's me. It's me. It's me. You have two grey wires. There's two grey wires in this thing. Let's get you in on this. So we can get you in a bit closer. So there's actually was three grey wires on this one for some reason. You've got this grey wire here from the FM module. You can just see, let's go down a little bit further. Okay, so we've got the FM module here. So you see we've got one, two, we've got three grey wires. So we've got this one from the FM module, and I think I've got those two reversed. So let's just take that out and try again. Let's take it out and try it again. I think that's what the problem is, because my photos, I just looked at them again. It does look like that one is curling up and going to the end, and this one is coming over to here. I think that's it. I'm hoping. Yeah, please subscribe to Greg. Greg, I'll admit I've subscribed. I subscribed as soon as I saw your channel, mate. What I tend to do is I'll go through my subs and I'll have a look at the ones that have actually got channels that have got a few subscribers, and I'll have a look at them. And if they have got content on there, because a lot of these ones is just like friends and family subscribe to them and they've actually got no content. But Greg's got some good content in there, so well worth watching. So I highly recommend Greg's channel there. So I'm just using braid to get these off for the minute. It's all fresh solder, so they should come out pretty easy, but I'm hoping that's the issue. I like to put my own faults on things. It's always good. Keeps you on your toes, doesn't it? Keeps you on your toes. Who needs faults on radios when you can put them on yourself? It's like the old college days where we used to have to put faults on boilers. For our fellow students to work out. God, tell you what, it's a bit of a knitting job, isn't it? Let's just put that soldering iron down a minute. I need both hands for this. Yeah, come on. I'm trying to get to 2,000. Doug wants to get to, sorry, Greg wants to get to 200. Again, it gives you something different to watch over the Christmas period, doesn't it? Because most of us that follow the same channels, we're just eager for that video to come out, aren't we? If you've got a new channel to watch, you've got a whole new load of content that you can tune into. Keeps you occupied for hours. Like say, someone says, more viewers than the BBC. Look. Oh dear. So I'm going for that as the cure. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we sorted that? I blimmin' hope so. I'll kick this radio all the way back to Australia else. Right. I'm hoping that's it. Fingers crossed, big style here, people.
And then it became that for other people.
Oh,
Make time for wonder.
Merry Christmas to you.
oh.
Christmas on BBC Radio 4.
Well, this is BBC Radio 4. It's 5 o'clock. Time for PM with Carolyn Quinn.
Oh my God. Thank Christ for that.
The government sets out what it will do with its 80-strong majority in the House of Commons.
This is the moment to repay the trust of those who sent us here by delivering on the people's priorities with the most radical Queen's speech.
A starry violinist, a top...
Republicans have hit back at the impeachment of President.
Paul, do not say that.
Has pledged to work flat out.
Sounds lovely.
Radical for a general...
In New South Wales, the city has this...
Right, shortwave. That's what we were trying to do just now. Before all of a sudden we lost FM.
Buonasera da Adina Vasile, passiamo subito alle notizie. Il presidente Klaus Johannes saluta
Shortwave is working.
il Parlamento europeo.
Une partie de l'échiquier politique, cela signifie que son choix pourrait être vite politisé. Hassan Diab a en effet reçu l'appui du Hezbollah et de ses alliés chiites et chrétiens. C'est ce camp qui l'emporte ce soir face à celui de Saad Hariri après une série de retournements. Le risque est de faire ressurgir le bras de fer entre ces deux camps.
E per garantire che il
Oh.
non ha
course was called off. Meanwhile, 50 properties have been affected by flash flooding and hail near St Ives. A yellow warning for rain, issued by the Met Office, is in place across the southwest at the moment, and we'll have the latest weather shortly. Police are appealing for witnesses.
Stronger than the one he claimed for his Brexit rules.
Oh dear, thank God for that. The radio is fixed. Oh, right, okay. Wow, that was a bit worrying. After all that work, and the module out for the second time. Don't press shortwave. It needs a line in. Used to work down under you. How long is my shortwave? Hi Simon, vegetable oil. My shortwave wire is probably, and it's not very good at the moment because it's actually dropped on the ground. Normally tie it off to the trees, but we've done a bit of work down in the garden, and it just got hooked up on the fence, and now we put some Christmas lights up. It's actually lying on the ground, so it's probably 80 foot. What's that? 3, 6, 9. About 25 meters. Is that about right? Because 3 meters is 10 foot. Yeah, 24, 25 meters, I reckon. You suspected the grey wire all along. What's waggling its tail? Wagging its tail. Yeah, Chris, don't forget your card is in the box, mate. So if you don't want to see it, then if you don't want to see the rest of the contents, you should still be able to get the card. I think I put it in the box anyway. I hope I did. I'm sure I did. Oh well. Anyway, for me, lashing up and getting my wires reversed, and our goat keeps getting, look, it keeps picking up these solder legs. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, one thing we didn't do, let's turn that off now. I've heard enough of that radio for a day. What we didn't do was check the transistors that came out of the first module. I don't know what's wrong with that first module. I think the detector is the wavebank board. Oh, you mean the flux, Paul? No. Oh, well done, Chris. Great stuff. Hi, Jess. How are you? Yeah. Sounds good, doesn't it, eh? Mince pies, lashings of cream, and wine and sherry. Give the wavebank board a clean. You think it's broke. It's not broke. It's not broke. Don't even breathe on it. It might break. That was well and truly sorted that. I've cleaned all the waveband switches anyway. Just need to get rid of the flux on the top. I'm going to recap this. Does it have to be recapped? I don't know. It's working. It's working, but at the end of the day, this is going back to Australia. So if it decided in 6 months' time to all of a sudden have a short on one of the capacitors and it goes pop, then it's down to me, isn't it, really? So I think we're going to need to change the caps in it. We're not going to do that today. We could lift a leg on each of them and have a look. But to be fair, that's something that I'll do. I mean, we might do a video later on recapping this. I mean, people seem to like recapping videos, don't they? We've got quite a few caps in it. Let's pop you all over onto the overhead cam again. Right. Is that in focus? Yeah. So we've got quite a few caps in here. This is the amplifier section. We've got the volume pot here. Well, volume pot's in underneath, but we've got lots of these little blue caps. They're not usually too bad. These three here are normally out by quite a bit. I think there's a 470 and two 330s in there. Usually the 470s up to about 600-700 and the 330s are up near 5. This is a 680. That one tends to be up near 1,000 microfarads. Another 330 down in there. So, you know, I'm going to do them all anyway, but as a minimum, those four ought to be done. We've got adjustment for quiescent current and midpoint on this one. which we can do. We've got some nice lock fit transistors, but it's one of those things. Lock fits do tend to get a bit noisy with age, but this one sounds okay. BC148, we could change them for BC108s. BC148, 149, I don't know. Yeah, because I've got the caps from the other module. Let's let's have a look at the module that's actually in this one now, because what you didn't see is what these little blue caps were like in the second module. We tested the first one, didn't we? This is the second lot of caps from the other module. So these have got these like little blue plastic covers over them, and this is the 2.2, and these four are the 10 microfarads. So 2.2, it's going to be a slightly higher ESR because it's low value. You'd expect somewhere around about 1 microfarad. So let's do that one first. I know you love a bit of ESR in. Does no one do cap service kits? Could be done, Stephen. I have thought about doing it. The problem is people don't want to pay what they cost. That's the trouble. Everyone wants something for nothing. St. Oaken open circuit, not Oaken. Dear, oh dear. Okay, so there's the first one, 2.2. So can you see that 2.64, 8.5? Very high. So that one should be around about 1. So that's had it. I need to get some new croc clips for these. These are worn out. Right, first 10 microfarad. 11.2, 4.6. Now, a 10 I would expect to have an ESR of less than 1. That's about right normally. Just seeing if I've got a 10 to hand. What have we got here? It's just cheap rubbish ones. Let's try another one. So I'm looking for less than 1 ohm ESR. 4.4. .4, so we're only getting 1 beep. It should be 2 beeps for a good cap. Oh my. Look at that one. So it's a 10 microfarad. It's reading 1.78 microfarads, and the ESR is over 40 ohms. Oh my. So let's have a look at the transistors that were in that module then. Can you just about see the meter? Bit of glare there. Let's sort that out. There we go. Sorry, I'm just crashing everything down. That they're all high ESR. Well, that last one was absolutely a like game over cap, wasn't it? Really. So not working. Do not pass go. Okay. So what I'm going to do again, I'm just going to I don't know if you can see. Can you see if I do that? Oh yeah, if I go back there. So I'm just going to go off the CAN, because that is connected to the shield wire, which is this one. So that should be a dead short there. Okay. So the first one then is a collector. It should remain as OL, which it does. Base. Good. Oh. And last but not least, the emitter. So that is AF116. And for some reason, out of all AFs, the 116s are the ones that tend to not have the shorts. I don't know why that is. And I'm wondering whether it's the blue. They've got a slightly different insulating piece. I don't know whether that's glass, but if you look at one of these AF, this is an AF114. Can you see the difference? Oh, they're slightly out of shot, aren't they? Can you see that? So these blue-bottomed ones seem to always be okay. So let's try AF115 now. So again, we'll go into the can, which is the same as the shield wire there. So we've got a short. So first of all to the collector. And there we've got quite a big short. We've got 32 ohms there. So that's me moving it around. 32 ohms, so we got a pretty big short to the collector. Let's try the base. 73 ohms to base and emitter. 4.6K, so that one is absolutely brimming full of shorts, that one. AF115. So AF116 is good. So we've got another AF116, but this one, they're both AF116s, but again, see, we've got one that's got the black base and one has got the blue one. So whether it's a different manufacturer, even the type numbers are the same on them. All three of them, the type numbers are the same. So let's try the black one then. So the black based one. Oh, let's first go to the shield, make sure it's connected, which it is. Dead short. Collector, so again, we should be OL. Yeah. Good. Emitter. And base. So both of those AF116s are good. It is strange. AF116s for some reason are pretty good. So the only one that was causing the problems was that AF115. So that stopped it dead. Plus probably that capacitor. So that's all I've done in that module is I've replaced that. And that's it, fixed. And we've got Russian GT322Bs in there. Did we test the other transistors? I think we did, didn't we? I think we tested the transistors out the other module, didn't we? So we don't need to test them again. The other thing we can test, I suppose, if they behave. And Mrs. Crunch has really got this cough bad. Feel guilty, really. The other thing we can test is if they are still transistors. Can you hear it down there? So this is a DCA 75 Pro, a DCA Pro. Not cheap, but oh, great bit of kit. So I'm just going to connect this up. Make sure you don't connect the shield wire up. Ignore that one. So this is the AF115. So this is the one that's got the shorts on it. So it's not even showing us a transistor, that one. So that is totally dead, that one. That is definitely what stopped it going. Let's just double check it again. You can't even find that, look. Totally shot. try out AF116s. Should be able to pick up Soviet TV, yeah. 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 So let's try the AF116 that was measuring good on the resistance meter. There we go. Good HFE 140. Leakage 0.279. So all of our Russian transistors are 0.0 something, so very little leakage on them. So they are really good transistors. Well worth picking up. Let's just try the last one then. This is the other AF116. $158. 0.12 leakage, so there we are. So we had a dud transistor in that module. That's why it packed up. That's why it was totally dead, that module. I did say I tested it before I put it in. Right. What should we do now then? Should we lift some of these caps and test them? They've got to be done. They've got to be done. Alignment wise, I would never touch the IF can on these. Don't mess with it. You're only going to end up in the lurch with it, in a whole world of pain, so don't touch them. In the instruction, it does tell you how to do the RF alignment using these four. I'm not sure if there's... No, there isn't one on that one. So yeah, there's not a lot of adjustment. You've got a bit of RF adjustment for long wave and medium wave down here and short wave, but again, it's working fine. We need to check the channel alignment on it, make sure that everything lines up with where it should be on FM. Motorola. Can Bluetooth be put into old radios? I've got to do a hack on one. Is it possible to do? You can, Jess. There's lots of different ways of doing it. I haven't personally done one. I've got a module here somewhere. I can't remember what I've done with it. It's over there somewhere in my pile of junk. I think they're going to be done, to be fair. Hi, Mike. Yeah, it's done, mate. It's done. We've sorted it. We're just going to have a quick look at the caps to see what the situation is there. Well, we've got a bit of time. We've got a bit of time. It's only 5:20. I'm glad it's working now. So I must let the customer know that it's here and that we're working on it. 1, 2. Yeah, make sure that power's off. Yes, it is. Let's just pull that. That negative wire out, just tack that back on so I know where it goes. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm going to disconnect these for a minute, and we'll have a look to see what they're doing. We can get them changed out if they're bad. We're not up to temperature yet. No, we changed the module, Steve. I've got the other module here, and we can connect that back up and have another look. This is the module that I took out, that we've stuck new transistors in and new caps. As I say, I have worked back through to the AM detector, and everything's fine there. So I don't know what else it could be, to be fair. You could just need trimming the detector. It could literally just be a case of touching that up a fraction and it'll jump back in, but nearly up to temperature. Welcome, Steve, anyway. Yeah, I actually pulled the transformer, the detector transformer, totally out of that one and tested it out of the radio, and it was fine. So really thought we would either have a open circuit detector, or my thought was a diode, but I was wrong, it wasn't a diode. No, all we know is there's a fault on AM, but we will get there. Got a Christmas colour about them, have they? Have a good night, Mike. So anybody got any ideas then why we've got distorted output on the module, on AM, on the dodgy module? I'll tell you what, these don't want to come out. Let's put some fresh solder on those. Oh, you on about the sweetie down there, are you? I'll test these three and we'll see. We'll reconnect that module into the Frankenstein's radio and have a look, see if we can find out what's wrong with it then. That'd be a good little exercise, wouldn't it? Just do this while I've got them out, sort of out. Playing hard to get this one, it doesn't like the solder sucker. Two are actually out, but this last one's playing hard to get. It doesn't look to be like a lot of solder on that one, to be fair. You think faulty mixer transistor, but the mixer isn't in there, Steve. I don't. Well, unless the first IF is the mixer, could be. But it uses the same transistor for FM, though, Steve. So got it. Just pop these three then. Yes, I did. I did spot that, Linton. They're all, the black wire and the green wire are negatives. They're all soldered on right by these caps. You can't really get the caps out without pulling them off. I tried to sort of like refix them, but right, let's have a look at this first one. So this is 470. Six 638. There, I said it would be 600 and something, didn't I? 447, that was not quite so bad. It's supposed to be 330 though, so that's gone high. And the last one, another 330. 452. So yeah, not great. They're going to need to be changed, definitely. Let's tack that wire back on there just so as we know where it goes. It's not connected up backwards at the end of the day. Shall we have a look at this other module then? Should we get Frankenstein back up and have a play? I've not had any bad burns just from a soldering iron, to be honest. You think bias on the oscillator transistor is probably not good enough? Bias on the oscillator transistor. I mean, the oscillator circuit is on the board here somewhere, I believe. Yeah, the oscillator circuit is on the board, and there's no oscillator transistor on the board, so it must use... I always thought the oscillator was in the RF can up here for AM, but I'm not sure. So let's pop that one to one side. Let's have a look at this dodgy module. Let's get our test radio up again. Get old Frankie back up. Because end of the day, it's nice to follow a fault right through, isn't it? Because end of the day, it would be nice to redo this module. For future use. Okay, let me get my little diagram up again. I can almost remember these off heart now. Purple and black. So when I'm connecting that back up, have a quick look at the Where are we? That's on there, isn't it? We'll have a quick look at the circuit diagram again for the... can we do it as full screen? I don't know. I haven't got used to this this Windows 10 lark yet. So here we go. Zoom. Have a look at this diagram then and tell me what you think it could be. I've got to go back a little bit. There we go. Let's take my picture-in-picture off and we'll fade the screen shot in. Should be on screen now. And it is, excellent. Okay, so we've got our AM out here, look. So what I've done, because we're distorted at pin 24, we had distortion, I've checked R22, which according to that is 470 ohms, and it's reading about 460, so it's pretty much there. C13, check that, 10 nanofarads, that is reading correct. Diode is reading fine. I've checked continuity on both sides of this, which is fine. I've checked inductance on both sides and it's fine. I haven't checked that capacitor there, and I haven't checked that resistor there. But are we saying that, because I mean, basically I think both of the signals come in through pin 11 into this this one here. I'm not sure where the oscillator comes in for AM. It must come in on one of these pins, I'd have thought. Because basically the top coils are AM and the bottom coils are FM. You know what I mean? So our all our caps are done, all the electrolytics are done. I've checked they're all in the right way. I've checked the 3 transistors, they're all in the right way. So other than take them out to test them, I don't think there's much more there, because we have got FM, don't forget. So we've got a signal path through here and out to FM. So this stage is working fine. So it's up here somewhere that the issue is. So I'll leave that on screen a minute while I just hook this up, and then we'll have a listen to it. Hi Resonator, how are you? Hi Andy Beck. There's feedback from the detector back to the first stage that may be AGC. This one here, R17, yeah? That's what you mean, Rob? So no, I haven't tested R17 yet. Hopefully we've got a decent feed tonight and there's no glitches, no buffering. You're welcome, Andy. R17C5. All right, yeah, that's a good call. R17C5. Yeah, it does look like AGC, doesn't it? But I don't know. I didn't think AGC was done on this board. I thought it was done on the main board, but it may well be that FM AGC is external. AM AGC is done there. So that's, I mean, this one here, this cap, I can't really get at that. It's inside the can, inside T9 can. Now I have pulled it out, I can see it, but to be honest, I'd need to change to a little micro fine soldering iron to get that one out, to test it, because it's really, really fine contacts under here. R16 is external to the can, so I could check that one. So R16, R17 and C5 are all suspects. It's got to be something unique to the AM side. Check this diode D1, that's testing fine. So we've got a new cap in C4. I'd send it to a technological expert to fix. You can't, because it's already here. It's already here, George. Right. Let's get back onto the main shot then. Let's get some power on this thing. Oh, it's delivered something today. Oh, that must be Chris's that they've delivered. R17 AM output path. R17. Yeah. You saying that's the AM output path, Steve, are you? It could well be. It'd be nice to have just a resistor gone, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's power this one up. Should be just about getting it in there, yeah. So it's almost like we're chopping off a bit of the audio. Can you hear that? Can you hear that distortion? And then let me see which wire is which. Our commitments to the climate and to the natural world, and having somebody like him who feels so strongly on this and always acted on principle. Pin 18 is negative. Bills on Brexit and plans for extra energy funding are among the main proposals set out in the Queen's speech. So it's causing criticised plans for the health service as a gimmick that Boris Johnson said his legislative programme was the most radical in the generation. Nicholas Sturgeon has said there is an unarguable mandate for another Scottish independence referendum following the SNP's election success. The Bank of England said the audio feed of its news conferences was leaked to hedge funds seconds before they were broadcast, giving an advantage to high-speed traders. President Trump was impeached overnight. The House of Representatives made a historic decision along party lines, almost definitely acquitted in his House, also on party lines. Similarly, in
What are implications for the 2020 election? Donald Trump reports New Hampshire. Donald Trump lost by less than 0.5% in 2016. The campaign believes that he could win now next year. This is the day people in the Mid-mountains have been waiting for, and no, it has nothing to do with impeaching the president. One of the first snowfalls of the season has brought schools to the resort, and the toilets are running.
Well, obviously, there are a lot more excited about the snowfall than there are about the impeachment. I mean, we're sitting home and playing about television sets today.
Shouldn't be about what our president's doing. I think he's doing a good job, honestly.
I'm happy to see the hearings anyways, but it's not going to amount to nothing. Total waste of time. We did nothing wrong.
Right, so let's see if we can find R17 and C5 then. Let's have a quick probe around there. R17. Is this one. Well, one side of it is totally dead. C5. Where's C5? C5 is the big one in by the transistor. Let's have a look. So C5 is this one down here. On that side. Nothing on that. I'll just pull the wire off now. Just turn my soldering on off, that won't help.
He's still there and he's still dangerous. With more snow forecast, the clouds are already out and about in the White Mountains. As the ski season and the election season gather momentum, it is round the clock. The fastest president now Donald Brown there. North America education social joint event.
Okay, let's go back to the next stage. Let's have a look at T6 is the next red one, which is down here. It's this one here. So we've got distortion there.
People are more preoccupied by skiing than impeachment. So rightly. I was just looking at poll. 48%.
We've definitely got distortion on T6. Signal tracer on base of transistor 1. Okay. Transistor 1 being over here. And base is that one there. Let me just double check. Can you see what I'm doing? I can't see the camera for a minute. Base of TR1 is that one. There's no signal on TR1 at all, or VT1. Let's have a look where the other transistors are. That definitely was transistor 1, wasn't it? Yeah. 2 is over here. So we've got a signal on a T2. Do you want me to stick the stick that back on again for you? So we've got a signal on transistor 2, T2, but nothing on T1. But to be fair, it's only going to be a low level on T1 anyway, isn't it? Nothing there. So we've got a signal on the collector of T2.
Manifesto, and here you see some of your ideas translated into action.
Yeah, so as I say, I just probed the collector of T2. I've got a signal on the collector, but nothing on the base as such. Not that this tracer can detect. And I've got a signal on the I've got a good signal on the base of on the input of T6. But on the output I've got distortion. I would think that's going to be amplified by the yeah, so on VT3 now, or T3, I've got that distorted signal coming out of T3. Okay, so I've got signal one side of this but not the other. Where are we? T6. I've got a good good signal this side of the transformer, but it's distorted this side. And that's coming down into the base of the third transistor. And that is just getting that amplified out through the collector. So the distortion is coming from back here somewhere. Let's check back to D1 R6 C4. R17 open circuit. It could be. Let's get the multimeter on R17, because I say we haven't tested R17 yet, just for signal. Let me have a look at the camera, see what you're looking at. Yeah, you can see that. So I'm just going to stick the ohmmeter. I'm not going to add a circuit, but see if I can see it. It's across there. So this is measuring 5K in circuit. And what is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be 8.2K. It's measuring 5. We can pop that one out and check it out of circuit, I suppose. No, wrong one, it's this one. I was checking the right one, wasn't I? R17. Let's check that again, make sure it was on the right one. 7.2K. Yes, that's close enough, isn't it? 7.2 should be 8.2. It's 1K down. Possibly, it might just be something dragging it down because it's in circuit. So it's like grey, red, red. That is the right one, isn't it? It must be thingy. Yeah, 8.2K is the right one. So that one's okay, R17. As I say, it seems to be distorted around this one here. Just zoom you in a bit. So probing this transformer, one side of it seems okay, the other side seems really distorted, and then that goes on to this transistor 3, which obviously amplifies the distortion and pushes it out up through the detector and out through to the AM output of the board. Let's get you over a little bit. There we go. Any other suggestions while I'm in there then? See, my theory was that the detector was misaligned. Which it could be. They're very touchy, these. Let's see if I've got the right tool here. Again, I wouldn't recommend touching these, people. Let's have a look. It's going to be the best one, that one there, I think. It could be the bad cap inside the can, although yeah, it could be a bad cap inside T6, I suppose. Definitely a good shout there, Resonator. You would say it's you would say VT3 is the FM side. Well, it's an IF transistor VT3 which works for AM and FM. So it's being fed a rubbish signal through T6, which could be coming back from the previous stage. I need to probe T4 probably, don't I, to see what the output. Well, output from T4 has got to be good because the input to T6 is fine. It's the output. So we have got R10 lit. R10 could be an issue. That could be messing up the whole lot. Let's have a look at R10, shall we? So that's just go back to the screen capture a minute. So R10, this one up here I'm looking at. So this on this side here and between these 2 points, we've got a good signal. I think it's those two. Yeah, because that's the can. So we've got a good signal coming in, but on the output across on both of these terminals, it's really bad. So it could be R10 is doing something. It could be this cap inside the can. You know, we could change T6 altogether and see if that cures it, but it'd be nice to prove it, wouldn't it? So let me find R10 on the board. R10, where are you? R10 is right in there. Just below C5. I think it's across there. $2.5K or 10. Yeah, it's measuring 2.5K, should be 3.3K, but I don't think that's an issue. The circuit after the coil is the FM detector circuit. I thought this is the FM detector down here. Well, that's a discriminator, isn't it? T6 is definitely the second IF transformer. So the output of that is distorted, input is fine. So I don't know, R7, did we check R7? Don't think we checked R7, did we? R7 is in between the two. What's that one? That's got to be that one there. I've left you on the circuit diagram to peruse at the moment. 1.2K R7. Oh, hang on, that should be 68K. Ah. Am I probing the right one? R7. Looks like blue, grey, orange. Blue. This might be that it's in circuit. Yeah, that is the right one. So that's this resistor in between these two caps. So I'm going to need to probably whip that out to just check that. So that could be doing it. And Steve's saying the circuit above, the circuit after the coil is the FM detector. Above VT3. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I do, but this is going to be pretty much it for now. I'm just going to whip this one out and test it, and then we're going to have to fold up because it's gone 6 o'clock, people. So I need to get off. So we just whip this one out and test it, then we'll do the calendar, and that'll be it. Done for the R707 for now. I know it's great to follow it through and try and find the fault, but it'll have to be continued. If in doubt, wick it out and test. Let's just see if we can get this one out. It's just there. Trace doesn't look too brilliant there either. I thought it was broken for a second, but I'm trying to do this with this radio spinning around, look, because it's got the... Let's try that, that's better. I'm not sure, you can just about see the bottom of the screen there. Okay, it's out. Let's test it. Should we test it on the LCR meter? It's probably easier to clip it onto that one. So it should be, what did I say? R768K. It is, so out of circuit is fine. It's just something else dragging it down in circuit. So just pop that one back in. It was worth a try, wasn't it? Simon, there's a Christmas tree on your doormat. It's there. How are you, Simon? Okay, so that's as far as we're going to go today with it. I'm going to knock my aperture down now, or my IRS as they call it in video language. Resonator, yeah. Resonator's donation, Simon. Simon was the second-hand winner. Okay, so as I say, that one is to be continued. At least the one in the radio is working now. But it would be really nice to find out for 100% what that is, that fault. So we will carry on with that. It is strange. It is a strange old fault, that one. Right. Let's get myself sorted and we'll get the calendar. Yeah. Yeah, I managed to fold it all down really tiny and stuff it into a jiffy bag. Amazing. Right. Okay, people. Well, that's been fairly productive today, really. We've got it working. The module is bang on. So the customer's radio will be fixed. It needs a recap. But that's for another day. Number 19 then, where is it? Let's get my chat up on here now. So I've moved positions. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Paul. Pull the GTs and test, but as I say, it uses the GTs for FM as well as AM. So if one of those is gone, then FM wouldn't work, surely. I like the card. That's all right, Simon. Yeah, Steve, we will return to it. Fault finding is the best thing. So 19, anybody got 19? Can you see it? Am I in close enough? Skidoo right foot on the, okay, who's got it? Theo on the ski below Santa's boot. Theo got it again. He must have got a mega fast internet connection. Oh dear. Stephen did get it, but you know. You know. $19. There he is. If we got in 19, then it's not a big door. 24 is a big door. Woohoo! What is in 24? Oh, we've got another Allen key. Number 5 or 5 mil. Yep, 5 mil Allen key. There's a lot of Allen keys and Torxes in this set, isn't there? But Allen keys, when you want one, you can never find one, can you? You can never find one when you want one. So we've got 3, 4 and 5 on the Allen keys now. That must be a full house on the Allen keys, surely. That must be a full house on the Allen keys by now. So yeah, it's coming on nicely. There's not a lot more, is there? 3, 4, 5 more bits according to that. Cheers, Mike. Catch you soon, mate. Derek, you'd like to follow that through, yeah? Yeah, we'll carry on messing with it. So there we go. Not a lot more to go. What are we on now? 19, 20, 20. Yeah, we've got 5 more to open and only, yeah, 5 more to open and 5 more slots. There we go. There we go. So again, it's not a shorter one. 2 hours 15 from one of my 1 hour streams, look. My 1 hour weekly streams. Doesn't happen, does it? I think, well, the quickest one we've ever done was, I think it was about 1 hour and a half, wasn't it? Or it might have been 2 hours. Cheers, Steve. Thanks, mate. Thanks for your help today. Good suggestions. You certainly seem to know what you're talking about, so good call. You off, Keith? Cheers, mate. Right, anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget again, we're getting there. 20 more subs to get to that great 2,000 figure by Christmas. So that's a great milestone. If I can hit that one, well, before Christmas, be great. If we do it before the new year, fine, but it'd be great to do it for Christmas, wouldn't it? So don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Saga of the 707, yeah, we were saying that, Theo. It is interesting, isn't it? They are quite complex radios. The modules are a pain in the neck, to be fair. The modules are a real headache, but we have got there by putting another module in, but we've now got 2 modules with faults, because don't forget the FM on the other module that I've did previously was distorted. So we've got one with FM distortion and one with AM distortion to try and sort out. So anyway, cheerio everybody. Again, it's going to be, what time tomorrow? Probably be a later one tomorrow. So you won't have to save your tea for later. I think we'll probably have one after tea tomorrow. I'm trying to think, yeah, there's no darts tomorrow, so we're good. And possibly Saturday we could do a longer one. Sunday will be our usual marathon session. And then only 2 days then, and we're on Christmas Day on the 3rd day. So cheerio for now. Catch you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me today. And it's been another journey. We'll have another radio tomorrow. So the R707 is going to be put to one side for now. Whether we could pick it up on Saturday or Sunday, but I'd like to try and uncover some more radios before the final video, really. Paul's not going to be in tomorrow. No worries, Paul. Good luck tomorrow, Paul, by the way. Hope all goes well for you, mate. Catch you soon, people. Bye for now.